Anthropic has been building more than just a chatbot. Over the past year, they quietly launched a full suite of premium tools. Claude Code for developers who want an AI agent in their terminal, Claude Cowork for teams who want autonomous task management on their desktop, and Claude Design, which dropped in April 2026 and immediately went viral for generating full UI mockups, slide decks, and dashboards from a single prompt. All three are genuinely impressive, and all three share the same problem. They are locked to Anthropic's models, Anthropic's pricing, and Anthropic's infrastructure. You do not own the stack. The open source community noticed, and within weeks of every single one of these launches, developers shipped free alternatives that go head-to-head with each of them. 3 tools, 3 replacements, and one of them has a backstory involving a leak that Anthropic absolutely did not plan for. In this video, we are breaking down all 3 open source alternatives, how they compare to what Anthropic is charging for, and why the leak story behind the 4th tool might be the most interesting part of everything we cover today. If you're into open source AI tools and you want to stay ahead of what the developer community is building, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you do not miss what we cover next. And if this video ends up saving you a subscription fee, the least you can do is drop a like. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need to see this. All right, let's get into it. Before the alternatives make any sense, you need to understand exactly what is being replaced. So let's do a quick breakdown of the 3 Anthropic tools at the center of this video. Claude Code is Anthropic's terminal-based AI coding agent. You open it in your terminal, point at a codebase, and it works like a developer, reading files, writing code, running bash commands, and handling multi-step tasks without you babysitting every move. It is genuinely one of the most capable coding agents available right now, but it requires a pro or max subscription, where you pay per token through the API, and it only works with Anthropic's own models. You cannot swap in a cheaper or faster model when you need to. You are committed to their pricing permanently. Claude Cowork is the newer one. It is a desktop application aimed at non-developers who want to hand off repetitive work to an AI agent running in the background. Think file management, workflow automation, and task delegation, all handled autonomously while you focus on something else. It is currently in beta and part of Anthropic's broader push to move beyond just the chat interface and into the operating system layer of how people actually work. Claude Design is the most recent and the one that caused the biggest reaction when it launched on April 17, 2026. It is an artifact-first design tool built directly into Claude.ai. You describe what you want: a product landing page, a dashboard, a pitch deck, and it generates the full thing visually ready to export. The day it launched, the timeline exploded. People were calling it the most impressive thing Anthropic had shipped in months. And then the dust settled, and everyone realized it was web-only, locked to Opus 4.7, closed source, with no self-hosting option and no way to use a different model underneath. That is the pattern across all 3. Impressive products with a ceiling built into every one of them. And that ceiling is exactly what the open source alternatives were built to remove. The first tool is OpenCode, and the numbers alone tell you this is not a hobby project. 154,000 GitHub stars, 17,800 forks, nearly 1,000 releases, and the team shipping it is the same team behind SST and Terminal.shop, developers who have already built production infrastructure that real companies depend on. OpenCode is a fully open source, provider-agnostic coding agent that runs in your terminal. Same core capability as Claude Code. It reads your codebase, writes and edits files, runs bash commands, and handles multi-step agentic tasks end-to-end. The difference is that it is not tied to Anthropic or OpenAI or anyone else. You bring whatever model you want: Claude, GPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, or a local model running through Alma. The agent does not care. You are in control of the cost, the speed, and the model quality at every step. There are a few things OpenCode does that Claude Code simply does not. It ships with 2 built-in agents, Build and Plan. Build is the full access mode for active development work. Plan is read-only, designed for exploring a code base and thinking through an approach before touching anything. You switch between them with the tab key. It also has native LSP support out of the box, which Claude Code lacks entirely, meaning it understands your code the way a proper IDE does rather than treating it as raw text. The architecture is also worth calling out. OpenCode runs on a client and server model. The agent runs as a server on your machine, and you can drive it from a desktop app, a mobile interface, or any custom front end you want to build. That kind of flexibility is not something a closed tool like Claude Code can offer by design. OpenCode also has its own model tier called OpenCode Zen for anyone who does not want to manage API keys at all. But the whole point of the project is that you never have to depend on any single provider. The team has said publicly that they believe models will commoditize over time, and that being provider agnostic is the only position that makes sense long term. Given how fast model pricing has dropped over the past 2 years, it's hard to argue with that. The second tool is OpenWork, And unlike the others, this one was not just inspired by what Anthropic built. It was a direct, explicit response to it. The team behind it is a Y Combinator startup called Different AI, and their own description of the project leaves no ambiguity. Open source alternative to Claude Cowork, built for teams, powered by OpenCode under the hood. OpenWork is a desktop application built in Towery, which means it is written in Rust and ships as a lightweight native app on macOS and Linux. You open it, point at a project folder, it spins up an OpenCode agent locally on your machine. From there, you get a proper graphical interface for managing everything the agent does without ever opening a terminal. What makes the interface genuinely useful is how it handles the execution layer. When the agent picks up a task, its plan renders as a live timeline in real time. You are not staring at a blinking cursor wondering what is happening. You can see exactly what the agent is doing step by step as it happens. And when it reaches something sensitive, deleting a file, making an API call, modifying something outside the project scope, it pauses and surfaces a permission prompt. You approve or deny. The agent does not act unilaterally on anything you have not signed off on. On top of that, OpenWork ships with a template system, so you can save workflows and replay them later without rebuilding the context every time. There is a skills manager that lets you install and manage OpenCode skill modules directly from the UI. And if you do not want the desktop app at all, the OpenWork orchestrator gives you the same agentic hosting through a CLI-only path. The architectural decision that sets this apart from Claude Cowork is worth understanding clearly. Claude Cowork bundles its own agent. The tool and the intelligence are the same thing. OpenWork delegates everything to OpenCode, which means every time OpenCode ships a new capability or supports a new model, OpenWork inherits it automatically. The desktop layer and the agent layer are completely decoupled. That is a compounding advantage that only gets more significant over time. OpenWork is sitting at around 14,600 GitHub stars, and the team shipped their most recent release on April 29th, 2026. They also have an enterprise plan at openworklabs.com for teams that need shared workspaces and remote session support. For anyone who wants the Claude Cowork experience without the Anthropic dependency, this is where you start. The third tool is Open Design, and the story around how fast it grew is almost as interesting as the tool itself. Claude Design launched on April 17th, 2026, and immediately went viral. 5 days later, on April 28th, a team called Nexus shipped Open Design as a direct response. Within a week, it hit 16,000 GitHub stars and held the #1 trending spot across all of GitHub. That kind of growth does not happen unless the community was already waiting for exactly this. Open Design is a web application plus a local daemon, and the core idea is elegant. It does not ship its own agent. Instead, when you launch it, the daemon scans your machine for whatever coding agent CLI you already have installed. Claude Code, OpenCode, Codex, Gemini CLI, GitHub Copilot CLI, Hermes, Kimi, or any of the other supported runtimes, and uses that as the design engine. You bring your own agent, you bring your own API key, and Open Design wraps the entire experience in a structured design workflow on top. What separates this from just prompting an agent directly is the layer of design intelligence built into the system before the agent ever writes a single line of code. Every session starts with a structured brief, surface type, target audience, tone, brand context, and scale. There is no freestyle starting point. That constraint is intentional, and it is what prevents the output from looking like generic AI-generated work. If you do not have a brand to bring in, Open Design presents 5 visual directions as a starting point. Editorial monocle, modern minimal, tech utility, brutalist, and soft warm. Each one locks in a fully deterministic color palette, type scale, and spacing system. You pick a direction, and every design decision that follows is grounded in that system rather than improvised on the fly. The design system library is one of the most impressive parts of the project. It ships with 129 design systems as portable markdown files, covering Linear, Stripe, Versal, Notion, Apple, Tesla, SpaceX, Anthropic, Figma, Supabase, and dozens more. Swap the design system, and the same artifact re-renders with that brand's tokens. It is a level of brand fidelity that most design tools do not even attempt. On the output side, Open Design supports HTML, PDF, PPTX, and MP4 export to what they call hyperframes, video prompt templates that turn design artifacts into motion. There is a sandboxed live preview, so you see the result before you export anything. And the whole thing is deployable to Versal if you want a hosted version rather than running it locally. Compared directly to Claude Design, which is web-only, locked to Opus 4.7, closed source, and offers no self-hosting or agent swapping. Open Design runs on your machine, works with any agent you already trust, deploys anywhere, and is fully Apache licensed. The one honest caveat is that the output quality ceiling is partly determined by whichever agent you plug in underneath. If you're running a smaller local model, the results will reflect that. Claude Design's advantage is that it is always running on one of the most capable models Anthropic has. But if you're already using a frontier model through OpenCode or Codex, that gap closes considerably. OpenDesign is 5 days old at the time this video was made and already has a signed desktop app for Mac OS, a Windows beta installer, and 9 UI languages. The velocity on this project is unlike anything else in this video. Watch this one closely. This one is different from everything else we have covered. OpenCode, OpenWork, and OpenDesign were all built from scratch by developers who looked at what Anthropic was charging for and decided to ship something better. OpenClaude has a different origin story entirely, and it starts on March 31st, 2026. That was the day Anthropic published version 2.1.88 of the Claude Code NPM package. Buried inside that package was a 59.8 megabyte JavaScript source map file that should never have been there. A source map is a developer tool. It maps minified or compiled code back to its original readable source. In this case, that file pointed directly to a zip archive sitting on Anthropic's own Cloudflare servers containing the complete original TypeScript codebase of Claude Code. 512,000 lines of code across 1,906 files. The entire thing, public, indexed, downloadable by anyone who knew where to look. The cause was a single missing line in the .npm ignore file. One line. That is what it took to expose the entire proprietary codebase of one of the most talked about developer tools in AI. A Solier Labs intern named Chaofan found it at 4:23 in the morning Eastern Time and posted the discovery on X with a direct download link. The post got 41,000 likes. The GitHub backup was forked 41,500 times before Anthropic could mount a proper response. By the time their team woke up and started issuing statements, the code was already mirrored across the internet in dozens of places. What made the situation significantly worse for Anthropic was the timing. Just 5 days earlier, a separate CMS misconfiguration had exposed roughly 3,000 internal documents, including draft blog posts and the Mythos model spec, an unreleased model that was not supposed to be public knowledge. 2 major leaks in 1 week from the company that markets itself on safety and careful deployment. The optics were rough. And then there was the legal angle. 10 days before the code leak, Anthropic had sent legal threats to the OpenCode team for using Claude Code's internal APIs to access Opus at subscription rates rather than paying per token. The community noticed that Anthropic went after an open source project legally and then accidentally handed the entire developer ecosystem their proprietary source code less than 2 weeks later. That irony was not lost on anyone following the story. When people actually dug into the leaked code, what they found made the story even more interesting. There was a feature referenced over 150 times in the codebase called Kairos, named after the ancient Greek concept of the right moment. It is a fully built but unshipped autonomous daemon mode that allows Claude Code to run as an always-on background agent, handling sessions independently and performing what the code calls auto-dream, a memory consolidation process that runs while the user is idle. None of this had been announced. There was also undercover mode, a feature designed to hide the fact that Anthropic employees were contributing to public open source repositories using Claude Code, and a flag called anti-installation_cc that, when enabled, silently injects fake tool definitions into API requests to poison training data from anyone attempting to distill Claude Code's behavior into a competing model. OpenClaude appeared on GitHub within days of the leak. Their own README states it directly. OpenClaude originated from the Claude Code codebase and has since been substantially modified. The pivot was immediate and deliberate. Strip out the Anthropic lock-in, add support for over 200 models through OpenAI-compatible APIs, build an agent routing so different tasks run on different models for cost efficiency, add a gRPC server mode for CI and CD pipeline integration, ship a VS Code extension with a full chat interface, and include DuckDuckGo web search natively for non-Anthropic models. It now sits at 25,200 GitHub stars and version 0.7. The reason this is a special mention and not one of the main 3 is important to be clear about. The Claude Code leak did not make that codebase open source. Anthropic retains the intellectual property regardless of how it was exposed. That means OpenClaude is built on code that was never intended to be public, and Anthropic can still pursue legal action. Whether they will is a separate question, but it is the reason this project carries a different kind of risk than the other 3. The tool is real, the capability is real, and the story behind it is genuinely fascinating. But you should know exactly what you are working with before you build anything on top of it. Step back from individual tools for a second and look at what all 4 of them represent together. Anthropic is not just building a chatbot anymore. They're building a product ecosystem, a coding agent, a desktop automation layer, a design tool, and the business logic underneath all of it is the same. Lock you into their models, their pricing, and their infrastructure. Make the tools impressive enough that switching feels expensive. That is not a criticism. That is just the strategy. It is the same strategy every major platform company has run for the last 2 decades. What is different this time is the speed of the response. Claude Code launched, and OpenCode was already there. Cowork dropped, and OpenWork shipped within days. Claude Design went viral on a Thursday, and OpenDesign had 16,000 stars by the following week. And when Anthropic accidentally leaked their own source code, the community had a fork running before the company finished writing their incident statement. This is not 3 random projects. This is a pattern. Every time Anthropic ships something behind a paywall, the open source community treats it as a product brief. They read the announcement, figure out what the ceiling is, and then build the version without the ceiling. The question that matters going forward is not whether any of these individual tools can beat Anthropic's products on quality right now. In some cases they can, in some cases they cannot. The real question is whether proprietary lock-in is a viable long-term strategy when the community can ship a credible alternative within 72 hours of every launch. Based on everything we have covered today, you already know the answer. All right, quick recap before you go. OpenCode, 154,000 stars, provider-agnostic, native LSP, 2 built-in agents, desktop app in beta. The replacement for Claude Code that the team behind SST built because they believe model lock-in is a dead end. OpenWork, Y Combinator-backed, Tower native desktop app, real-time execution timeline, permission prompts powered entirely by OpenCode underneath. The replacement for Claude Cowork that delegates intelligence instead of bundling it. OpenDesign, 5 days old at the time of writing, 16,000 stars, 129 design systems, 5 visual directions, agent-agnostic, Apache licensed, versatile deployable. The replacement for Claude Design that does not care which frontier model you trust. And OpenClaude, built directly from the leaked Claude Code source, 200+ model support, gRPC server mode, VS Code extension, 25,000 stars. The one you approach with open eyes about where it came from. The honest caveat worth ending on. If you're doing serious design work and you want the absolute ceiling on output quality, Opus 4.7 inside Claude Design is still the strongest argument for paying Anthropic. The gap is real, even if the architecture is open. Everything else covered in this video narrows that gap considerably, and it is narrowing fast. All 4 GitHub links are in the description. If this video saved you a subscription fee or just saved you a few hours of research, drop a like. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need to see this. If you have questions about any of these tools or you're already running one of them, drop in the comments. I read everything. Share this with whoever in your circle is still paying for tools they do not have to. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit the button and turn on the bell. We cover open source AI tools, dev infrastructure, and the stories the main channels are not picking up on. See you in the next one.